Hello and welcome to your full body 50-minute mat Pilates class. We're going to be working through all areas of the body, so hopefully you should be leaving with a nice little bit of a sweat and feeling very strong. Does anyone here have any injuries or anyone pregnant or anything that they want to share with me or anything? Perfect. So we're going to start today doing a little bit of a warm-up. You're going to come to the back of your mat, standing. And we're just going to do a little bit of spinal articulation. So you're going to start with a breath though. So you're going to place one hand onto your chest and one hand onto your belly. You can close your eyes or just turn your gaze down. You're going to take a nice deep inhale, filling up your belly, your lungs, your chest. Exhale, releasing your chest, your lungs, your belly. Inhale into your belly, your lungs. Release your chest, your lungs, your belly. Taking one more breath here and just really arriving on your mat this morning. Filling up as far as you can. And as you exhale, give it a nice sigh out. Releasing away. Lovely. You're going to open your eyes now. Inhale, your arms come up over your head, reaching nice and high. And just rounding through your spine, tucking your tailbone under, slowly bringing yourself down to the mat. Articulating through that spine. You can take a hold of your opposite elbows here, just swing yourself out side to side. You can shake your head, just make your head be heavy. Inhale. And exhale, release your arms. Keep that spine rounded as you slowly lift up vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing your head to come up last. Inhale, lifting your arms straight up over your head. You're going to do this a few times. And exhale, tucking your belly in again, rounding yourself down. Reaching towards your feet. Take that hold, just shaking side to side, just keeping this movement nice and fluid, whatever feels good for your body this morning. And then rolling yourself back up nice and slow. Inhale, arms up over your head. And exhale, dive in yourself down. Bring yourself back up. Bringing that head up last. Lifting your arms up over your head now. You're going to take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. It's going to stretch over to the side. And you can take your right foot across the left if you like. Get deep and stretch. Feeling that from your wrist all the way along that side body. Breathing in. Exhale, bring yourself back to the center. And then just switching it over to the opposite side. So take the hold of your left wrist. Stretch it out. And then bring yourself back to the middle. We're going to roll yourself straight down again. And this time you're going to then walk your hands forwards and come into a plank position. Holding it here for a second as you breathe in. And on your exhale, walking your hands back towards your feet, bending your knees as you come back, and then rolling yourself back up. Inhale, arms coming up over our head. Exhale, dive it down, and walking your hands away again, coming into this plank. So we're starting to activate our core muscles here. Holding nice and strong for a moment, and then walking yourself back up. Last one. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, roll down. Walking forwards. Holding in your plank. Starting to pull that belly button up towards the spine. Pushing the chest away from the mat. And then dropping your knees down into your cat-cow for a moment. So you're going to inhale, drop your belly, look up to the sky, opening up through your chest, and exhale, rounding the spine. Really draw that belly button up to the spine, tucking your chin into the chest. Lovely. Just taking a good use of your own breath. You want to add a little bit of extra movement through the side, any circles. Maybe releasing a little bit of extra through the shoulders. And then coming back to that central position, tucking our toes underneath and lifting your hips high into the sky, coming into our hike. Stretching out here, just pedaling through your legs. So you can feel that starting to stretch through the hamstrings, through the calves, warming them up this morning. And then we're going to hold in a still position. We're going to take your right hand and reach it across to your left ankle or your left knee. So wherever you can reach is absolutely fine. We're starting to feel that twist through our spine here. Breathe it in. And breathe it out, placing that hand back down. And we're going to switch over to the opposite side. So left hand now reaches towards that right knee or right ankle. Your gaze is just looking up towards that right armpit. Inhale. And exhale, lovely. Release that hand down. We're going to bend your knees and we're going to come into our quadruped position. Done our little warm up. We're going to begin here by just really finding that neutral spine. So when we were doing our cat-cow, tipping up and back, we now want to find that middle position. So imagining that you've got a corset, wrapping everything together, drawing your ribs together, and want to be able to balance a cup of tea on your back. We're going to hold strong here. We just begin with a single leg extension. So your right leg is going to extend out and away from you as far as you can, and then reset, bringing that knee back in. Exhale, we extend. Inhale, we bring the knee in. So this movement is coming just from our glutes, keeping our hips nice and aligned, and keeping that our deep stabilizers here through the core nice and strong. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to add in that opposite arm extension. Extend that leg back. Lovely, and on your next one, you're going to extend your left arm away from you at the same time. So starting to bring in a little bit of balance, imagining that someone is pulling your front hand away and pulling that back leg away, finding that length. Your gaze is just towards the top of your mat, between your hands. But 2 more. Take this as slow as you can. The slower you take it, the more control and more activation you feel through your center. Now, on your next one, we're going to lift up. We're going to come to a knee in that extension. And then we're going to take your arm and leg out to the side. So we're creating a diagonal line. And then we're bringing it back to the center, and we take that reset. Inhale, exhale, we extend, we open out to the opposite side, we bring it back, and we release. So this is where you start to feel this movement just from the shoulder and the hip. We want to keep everything strong, and we want to keep the arm and leg in complete alignment. We're going to do 1 more, and then we're going to add on our final layer. Bring yourself back down, lovely. And now we reach up, do our extension, we open out to the side, bring yourself back in, and then you're going to take that left elbow onto the forearm, open up through the right hip, and tap the right knee to right elbow. So we're bringing in a crunch here, starting to feel those obliques. We realign the hips, push back up, and reset. So we're going to just do 3 more full rounds. So take that extension, open to the sides, bring it back, elbow down, and crunch through the obliques. That's it. Don't forget your breath here. Keeping that gaze between the hands. You've got your final round. Good. Squeeze the ribs together. Lovely. Last one, and bringing yourself up, coming onto your all fours, releasing that leg and just stretching it back into a child's pose for a moment. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. We're going to come up now. We're going to come into your lunges. So coming to stand and bringing that left foot forward, right leg back. Your hand's going to come onto your hips, and we're just going to begin with a long lunge. So inhale, we stand tall, and exhale, you bend that front knee, lengthen through the back leg, hips staying aligned, and then bring yourself up. So just straightening and re-bending through that front knee. And we're going to find a hinge from the hips. So you want a nice straight line from your crown center to your back. Checking that our knee is tracking over our front ankle here when we come down, so you can still see your toes. One more, and then we're going to add in our next layer. So we're going to lift up, we're going to bring that back leg up to a knee drive, and then stepping that right foot behind and coming into a curtsy. So opening up your knees into a diamond position, and then bringing that knee back up to the center, releasing back and taking the long lunge again. When we come into our curtsy, we want to keep our spine nice and tall. So imagine there's a thread pulling you up from the crown of your head. So you just want to open that back knee out into a diamond shape. On your next curtsy, we're going to add in a pulse. So take in one more knee drive, one more long lunge. And then come to meet in that curtsy position. And we're going to hold from the glutes for 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee up, step it back, long lunge. Reset, bring the knee, and then take the curtsy. Got 3, 2, 1. So starting to feel those glutes activating. And we got one more layer to bring in here. Taking it back, stretch it out. 2, 3, bring that knee up. Now we're going to add in our arabesque. So you're going to hinge from your hips forward, bring that right leg back, tap the toes down, lift it up, and then bring the knee up to center. Step it back, long lunge. So you've got 3 full rounds of this. Long lunge, lovely, knee comes up to center. Step it back, curtsy. Pulse, 3, 2, 1, knee to center, extend the leg behind, arabesque, tap the toes down, lift up, bring the knee through, and then step it straight back, long lunge. Keep going. Checking in that we're still wearing that corset through our abdominals. Our shoulders are relaxed. We've got that nice space through our ears, from our ears to our shoulders. Last one. Pulse it down, go as low as you can. Lift up, extend the leg back, tap the toes, lift, and we're going to hold here for a count of 3, 2, 1, and release yourself up. Lovely, just shake it out a little bit. We're going to come onto our side lying series now, so we're going to come and meet back down on your mat. Coming onto your forearm, and we're going to begin with our left glute in the left side in the air. coming to face, whatever this is. It's coming onto your forearm. You're going to bring your seat back a little bit, and we're going to bring your legs into a 90-degree position. So you want your knees aligned with your hips, and then your ankles aligned with your knees. Lovely. Flexing our feet, hand on the hips, so that we can feel that movement coming just from the hip joint. And we're going to begin to just lift and lower that knee. So we're just bringing it up to hip height, and we're keeping that movement controlled as we bring it back down, so that we can start to feel those adductors working through our inner thighs. Got 2 and 3, 4, and now we're going to lift up, hold, push that leg away from you, point your toes and swoop it in front, bend the knee and reset. So lift up, extend the leg, point the toes, sweep it forwards, re-bend and reset. Feel the difference? So you've got our tailbone tucking out a little bit here, pushing that bum slightly away. Last one. We're going to lift that knee up, and we're going to extend out, and you're just going to roll onto your glute, onto that right glute. So we're not on the hip anymore. Keeping that left leg extended, pointing the right toes, and then we're going to begin to lift and tap. So that top leg can be as high as you like, as long as the bottom leg can reach it. So starting to feel that fire here through the obliques, through your abdominals. Imagine there's a ball underneath you, so you're lifting up and away. You've got 3, 2, 1, holding it here, extending that top arm, and you're just going to reach towards your toes and back. So we're taking our side teaser through our center. You've got 3, 2, and 1, holding it up. Holding for a count of 3, 2, 1, and release yourself back down. Lovely. Shake it out a little bit. Feeling the fire. And now we're going to roll onto your backs, and we're going to come into a little bit of core work. So keeping the knees in, and we're just going to start with a few abdominal curls. So just finding this neutral pelvis again. So similar to the cat-cow, and then we just want to have our spine nice and flat against the mat. You're going to inhale, tuck your chin into your chest, and as you exhale, just lifting your ribs towards your hip bones, just taking that little abdominal curl. Lovely. So your shoulders and upper body come up, but just slightly. So we're just going to do a few of these. Just feeling this movement internally here. It doesn't matter how high we actually lift. That's it. Now bringing yourself back down. We're going to lift our legs into tabletop position, keeping the knees directly over our hips. And now we're going to bring your hands behind your head, and we're going to take that abdominal curl again, tapping your right toes down this time. So lifting through, tap the right toes, bring it back up and reset. So you're doing this on your exhale, tap the toes and just keep doing our right leg this time. You've got 3, 2, and we're going to switch sides. So don't let that lower back lift at all. Got 1, and then we're going to switch to the left side now. Keep it going. Got 5, Or if this feels a little bit challenging, then you can always drop that opposite leg down and then do the toe taps from there. Got 2. And 1. Now we're going to add in a single leg extension. So release yourself back down, keeping your legs in your tabletop, sorry, so just your upper body back down. And then as you lift this time, we're going to extend your right leg away from you, bring it back into tabletop, and then take yourself back down. We lift and we switch legs. Just going to do 4 on each side. Got lovely control of the momentum. That's it. And then we're going to come up and we've got 1 more to add in. We're just going to do 3 on each side. We're going to add a twist now. So on your next one, as you extend that right leg away, you're going to bring your right elbow to the left knee. So switching up, so your elbow comes to the bent knee. That's it. And release, and then switch sides. Take it down, reset. And again, you can do this. You've got it for a count of 3. 2. When we're smoothing over, you're imagining that rib reaching over to the opposite hip. And 1. And release yourself down. Just taking a well-deserved break for a moment. Feeling it in the core? Yes. Okay, now we're going to take it over to the other side, guys. We're going to do our plans, our sideline series facing the trees now. So coming onto your forearm is just underneath that left shoulder. Wiggling your bum back slightly, so we get that tailbone sticking out ever so slightly. Our knees are staying in line with the hips. Lovely. We're just beginning by opening yourself out and down. So by having our hand on our hip, we're checking that that movement is coming directly from the hip joint. We've got 3, 2, 1. This time as we lift, we're going to flex that foot, extend that right leg away from you towards the ball, point your toes and swoop it back. Bend to the knee, flex the foot and reset. And again, really imagine you're pushing something heavy away when we lengthen that leg up. Last one, and then we're going to hold that top leg. So extend it out, keeping it here now, and rolling onto that left glute. Keeping that foot up a bit higher, and then we're going to extend the bottom leg, and we're going to take those taps. So we're going to release it down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here, extend that top arm, fingers reaching towards your toes now, taking a crunch. Exhale as you reach in. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, hold it, hold it, hold it. You've got 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. Okay, coming to stand again. Coming into our lunge on the opposite side now. So you've had your left foot forward before, so your right leg is going to come forwards this time. Hands coming onto your hips, extending nice and tall. Inhale and exhale, just bending that front knee, and then we lift back up. We're going to add in that hinge. So we've got that nice diagonal line. Then when we come to reset, our back comes up. that our knee is staying over that front ankle. You've got 2. And 1. And then we're going to add in your curtsy lunge. To get there, we lift the knee forwards, come into our knee drive, step that foot behind, open the knees into a nice diamond shape, and take that curtsy. Holding the pulses for the next round. That should be it, feeling extra firing. Got 2. And then we're going to add in those pulses. Lovely, last one. And then bringing yourself through into curtsy and take a pulse from the glutes. You've got 3, 2, 1. Bring it through into your knee drive. Extend the leg back, long lunge. Drop down. Keeping that posture nice and long when we're in our curtsy. Keeping your gaze high if that helps. Pulse 3, 2, 1. When we're in our curtsy, just remembering that we're having that nice diamond shape as well through the knees. Last one, and then we're going to add in that arabesque. That's our final layer for this series. 1, 2, 3. Bring that knee up to center, extending it behind, finding that hinge from the hips, tap the toes down, lift it up, and then bring it through. Okay, you've got 4 full rounds here. If you feel you need to take a reset in between at any point, then go for it. Got that curtsy pulse. 3, 2, 1. Knee comes up. Extend the leg behind. Take the hinge, arabesque. Tap the toes. Lift up front. That movement is coming completely from our glutes. Lovely, good alignment through the spine when we're taking our long run. You got it, you got your final round now. Bring it through, extend the leg back, tap the toes, and then holding it here for a count of 3, 2, 1, and release. Releasing yourself out. When you're ready, we're going to come back onto our all fours and take in your 4-point kneeling in from the other side now. So finding that nice lengthening through the spine, your gaze is coming just between your hands, and we're going to start with that single leg extension, this time on your left side. So your left leg extends away from you, and then bending your knee, bringing it back into reset. Got 2 and 1, and then on your next one we're going to bring that right arm up at the same time. So keeping this back not moving at all, feeling the extension through the muscles in the back. Imagine my cup of tea, but balancing. So you've got to take it as slow as we possibly can. Extend out. And now we're going to add in that diagonal stretch. That movement is coming directly from the glutes and from the shoulder. Start to feel the muscles fatiguing a little bit here. You're going to keep pushing through, and then we're going to add in our next layer. Bring yourself down, bringing your right forearm onto the mat now, opening up through the left hip, bending your left knee, and taking that drive up towards the left elbow. Extend it out, really drop the hip, align them, drop the knee and the arm. So we're separating each of these movements. So really take it out, open, close, bend the elbow, tuck the knee in, and extend, drop the hip, and bring it through. You've got 3. 2. And 1. Taking your last round now. Taking that crunch and then bringing yourself back. Lovely. And release. We're just going to work into the upper body a little bit now. So you're going to take your tricep push-ups. So your hands are coming in front. You can take a nice step. If you want to come into your full push-up, then that option is completely there. Or we can keep the knees down, dropping your hips and finding a nice straight line from the crown of your head to the knees. Elbows are staying tucked in, and we're just going to lower the chest and push it back up. So feeling this through the triceps. You've got 4, 3, keeping your head in line, keeping that neck lengthening from the back. That's it. You've got 2. You've got this. And 1. Lovely. And release. You're going to come to lie on your belly. I'm going to take a quick little child's pose in between. You can. And we're rolling onto your belly. We're going to just work into the back muscles here. So we're going to extend your arms and your legs to the opposite corners of your mat. And we're going to begin by lifting your left arm up and your right leg. That's it. And then release it back down. Your forehead can come onto the mat, and then it will naturally lift through your back muscles. So just taking a few on this side first. So similar to how one of the poses we done earlier in the class when we were in our quadruped, that movement is coming just from the shoulder muscles and from the glutes. And now release them down. We're going to switch to the other side. Your left leg, right arm. And then when we're ready, we're going to begin to take flow between those movements. So you lift the right arm, left leg, and then left leg, right arm. And we begin to take our swimming. So through our back muscles, you're going to naturally lift yourself up, and your head is going to lift off. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, feeling this through the traps and the rhomboids. And then you can take this as fast as you like as we build up the momentum, keeping that movement control, keeping your pelvis pushing into the ground. and lifting the arms and the legs as high as you can. See if you can lift that chest off the floor and have all 4 limbs off the ground at the same time. So we're going to do this for a count of 10 seconds, and now just swim, 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 swim. You got a 5, 4, lift up as high as you can, 3, 2, and 1. Release yourself down. Pushing back onto your knees, taking a quick little child's pose if you like. We're almost there, guys. Okay, we're going to come through. We're going to do one more bit on our upper body. So we're going to come into our chest press. So you're bringing your hands together into a triangle position. We're going to keep our knees grounded, or again, the option is there to lift the legs up and we're going to push the chest to the ground and in. So we're starting to feel this through our pecs and through those muscles in the back. And just firing out through the arms, biceps and triceps. You got a 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release yourself back onto your belly. You've got your final poses coming in now. We're going to roll yourself over, so you're going to be facing the back of your mat. And we've been working up to it our whole class. We're going to come into our full teaser. So coming to lie on your back and finding that pelvis tuck underneath. Okay, we're going to begin by just a few of those abdominal curls, but your knees are in tabletop position again. Okay, we're going to inhale, crunch through your ribs, drawing towards your hips, and lifting up. You're going to extend your arms above and behind you. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your arms down, reaching towards me. And crunch, that's it, lovely. Finding that movement with the arms. Inhale, release yourself back down. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch through. Okay, we're going to do 3 more, and this is where you have the opportunity to come into your full teaser if you're up for it. You're going to lengthen through those legs. Straightening them out. Lovely. You've got 2 more. See if we can extend them. Last one, and we're going to hold here. So if the legs are extended or straight, you've got a count of 5, 4. Bring yourself as high as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Release yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice shake side to side. I'm going to give you one more fire pose, just for the extra spice. Okay, feeling up for it? Yeah. Bringing your knees back into tabletop position. Finding that crunch again, you're going to lift your chest, but lifting it from your abdominals, so the ribs are coming towards the hips still. Relaxing the head, and we're going, as in just checking that you're not holding too much weight in the neck. And then we're going to take our 100. So when you're ready, you're just pulsing through the hand. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got this, guys. Your last final push, and then we'll come into our cool down. Got your final 20 here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 100. Lovely. Well done. You can just circle those knees a little bit if you like. Release the hip joint, have a nice little stretch through the lower back. And then we're going to come to meet in your child's pose. So just rolling over. Pushing your hips back, knees nice and wide. Just finding that length. Inhale, you're going to lift. You can take your left hand over to the left side, stack your right hand on top, and just take that side child pose. Feel that nice length through your feet and through the shoulders. Take that as far as you can, that stretch. Just taking a couple of breaths here. And pushing up onto your fingertips and just walking your hands to this side. Left hand stacking on top of your right hip. Right hand. Bringing yourself back to the center. We're going to take a few rolls through the spine. So releasing forwards and coming into that cobra position. And then taking it back into. So slowing our heart rate down here. Just slowing our bodies, knowing that coming to reset, ready for the day. Inhale, roll it through. And exhale, we take it back. And we're going to then bring your right knee up towards your right wrist and your right ankle towards your left wrist, coming into a pigeon pose. We'll fire up those glutes quite a lot, so we're just going to take a nice stretch here. Folding the body down if you like, or if you want to keep a little bit of spine articulation, take a few rolls through your back, and you can also do that. Slowly lifting your chest up, extending that right leg back, and we're just switching over to the opposite side. Releasing yourself back up, and then you're going to come to be in your seated position. And come to just take a few final side stretches. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, release that right hand down by your side. Left arm coming up and over. Inhale and exhale, switch over to the opposite. Bringing yourself back to the center. Placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Taking a nice final deep inhale and exhale. And then taking the big biggest breath of your morning so far. Inhale, fill yourself up, and exhale, sigh out, letting it go. And you are done. Thank you guys. If you have any questions or you have any feedback, then please let me know. But hopefully your body's feeling nice and fine and up ready for your day. Thank you.